Hello and welcome to this webinar on natural health for families. Thanks for being here. I will just jump straight into it. So I've been using oils for 4 years now, and 3 years of that is been doing the doTERRA business side of things. And so on the left here is Miles when I first started using oils. He was around 10 months old, and he's a January baby, so it was getting into that sort of winter months, and we had nothing really that we needed that was going to support our immune system naturally. But throughout his pregnancy, during the pandemic, we really was focusing on how he could grow up as naturally as possible with little use of pharmaceuticals. Fast forward to today, where we have our second born, and I've used oils on him from day one for all sorts of things that crop up, like teething, coughs, colds, sleep issues, anything like that. We've used oils as our main go-tos. So I was using the oils through pregnancy and the labour, birth, and then as a newborn and up till now, and he's nearly 2. So the goal of this workshop is to empower you and feel empowered to take control of your health naturally, feel confident that you can use essential oils for your health, happiness and home, and know how to use the top 10 core essential oils and where to find the information and resources to help you. Be excited to embark on this whole new life of wellness. I'm going to share with you all my hints and tips about how the oils can help. And we got a cat yesterday who's obsessed with you whenever I speak. And you can actually use oils on your pets as well, depending on what animals you do have. So just have a little think about your 3 top health concerns. This might be yourself, or this might be a member of your family. For me, when it started, it was mainly for my son at the time for immune support. And as time went on, it was more energy for me. Mum life's pretty draining. And just general health as a proactive approach for myself. But this might be sleep, weight loss, anything at all that you got a health concern with. Anxiety is a very popular ailment that the oil can help with. So we do have choices. It's not one or the other always. You can they can support each other and help each other. So pharmaceuticals are designed to manage the symptoms. The oils do not work in the same way. You need them consistently, and it addresses the whole body's needs and root causes. So depending on the type of, say, headache, it would be different oils for different types of headache. It's not just one fits all sort of thing. So the natural approach is extracted from plants, whereas the modern approach is isolated synthetic ingredients. Side effects, there's no side effects with natural with our oils, and they are safe, whereas side effects from the modern approach can be both known and unknown as well. So why purity matters? We will highlight this as we go through, but research has shown that 80% of the world's essential oils are adulterated. And the purity of the oils does matter, because you will not get the same effect with a synthetic substance. It may even cause you to feel worse. And unfortunately, the essential oil industry isn't regulated, so companies can put 100% pure when actually they have as little as 4 or 5% inside. So this adulteration could show up in slightly oily residue or the oil smelling not like it should, which is hard to distinguish with oils like lavender, which is the most adulterated oil. But it might make you feel worse and give you a headache, that sort of thing. So you can trace your oils, the doTERRA oils, back to their source, and it will give you its batch test results showing no contaminants. So this is sort of one of the oils, and you just put that number in and just check where the contaminants, which will be known. So why sourcing is important. So plants need to grow where the soil and climate is perfect for them to thrive. This enhances the immune system of the plant, ensuring it is the best for us to use effectively. And 96% of doTERRA oils are exclusively for doTERRA and not for any other company. For example, oregano is from Turkey, and Roman chamomile is from the UK. Frankincense is from several different African countries. And yeah, I think the fact that they come from the country they're meant to, and the climate that they're meant to have, I think that's a really, really good, important for us to get the best product out of it. These are just a few of the co-impacting sources of the company. Some really, really helpful environmentally and sustainable jobs, and yeah, the really good sourcing principles here. You can screenshot any of the slides if you wish to read them later on. So there are 3 ways we can use essential oils. It's aromatically, so this can be in a diffuser, a drop in palms and cupped over nose and mouth and breathe in deeply. It'll be simply just directly from the bottle. This cleanses the air really nicely. It's like a natural room aroma, and it's also a really good way to open the airways and support mood and emotions very quickly. So when you breathe it in, it triggers the limbic system in the brain, and this controls mood and emotions. Very good way to help with sleep as well, and that will affect you in 20 seconds. Topically, can be directly on the skin, neat or diluted depending on the oil. Some you cannot use neat, but it's good directly, and it will absorb straight into the skin. You can use carriol, and it is suggested that you always use carriol just to get a better surface area and to get that oil worked in, and so you don't have to use so much of the oil as well. Always with children, you must use a carriol, and fractionated coconut oil is the best one because it absorbs really quickly and you're not left slippery for hours. And so, yes, soles of feet is a fast way into the bloodstream if you want to do it topically as well. A very good way for children just to put it onto their feet, and you can apply to pulse points and reflex points depending on what area you're trying to target. And then thirdly is internally. So doTERRA oils only, I must stress, do not just take this information and use any old oil. Always doTERRA, and always check the safety first, because not all oils can be taken internally, but some oils can be taken in a capsule, under the tongue, in a glass of water, or in cooking and baking. This is a really good way to support the digestive system and cleanse and detoxing gently, immune support, soothes the mouth and throat as well, and supports oral care and hygiene. So meet the wellness wizards. So first up is lemon. This is the cleanser. This is a really good one to gently detox the body, a lovely one to flavored food with. I add it into my water all the time. And my favorite way to use lemon is to just put a drop in my hands, breathe it in, and then put the residue into my hair, and it just gives you a nice refresh all around your sort of head area. And a really good one for cleaning. So a few drops onto a dust wipe and just clean off dust with that, or pair it with some white vinegar. Use it in stain removers, and then just pair it with the sun and put it in the sunshine after you've used that lemon on it, and that really does get rid of stains. I've used that several times and that's really wowed me every time. Yeah, sticky residue, greasiness, lemon is your best friend for that one. So lavender is up next. So this is the calmer. Think anything calm. So this can be calm your mind, calm your skin, calm anything stresses around you. Really good one to diffuse. I use a whole bottle of lavender every month because I use it for everything. I breathe it in, put it in Epsom salts in the bath. I put it on my pillows. I put it on diffusers. Cats love it too. So I've had that diffusing yesterday in my diffuser. Just a few drops is enough. On dry balls. And if you think you hate lavender, you must try doTERRA first before you make that decision, because lavender is I just can't explain it. Like, if you've smelt lavender before and it's giving you a headache, you need to try this lavender because it's 100% pure. It will do things to you that no other synthetic perfume is gonna do. So yeah, just try it. Anyway, so peppermint is the refresher. This is one that will hit you like nothing. So 1 drop of peppermint oil, doTERRA's peppermint, is the equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. That gives you an idea of how strong this one is. This will wake you up in the morning if you're feeling sluggish, you're lacking energy, you get that afternoon slump. Peppermint will clear your senses, and it really is a good one if you get that itchy eye feeling in the spring. Just put 1 drop of peppermint in your hands, cup over your eyes, do not touch your eyes, and just open and close your eyes, and it really cools your eyes and that itchiness down. It's just great. Also good for baking if you like that minty flavour. Food flavourings, cooling sprays in the summer, or if you're getting those hot sweats, really nice one with that. That is quite stimulating. So if you're getting hot sweats at night, pair it with some lavender, and actually you've got the calming and the cooling effect, so it's not to wake you up. Also a really good one for exercise. You can use it before and after to assist your breathing. Oral care, obviously you've got that freshness to it, so that's a really nice one for that. Tension in the head, so dabbing onto your fingers and just massaging that into your temples, really nice one to get rid of that tension that you might have in your head or any other areas of tension. Also for the digestive system, it's an anti-spasmodic, so it will calm any cramping, things like that. Tea tree, so this is the purifier, really good for skin complaints. You can just dab it directly onto blemishes, cold sores, hair, skin and nails, and massage it into the scalp, onto your nail beds when you've had a shower. Also a really good one for cleaning. So you can just add it to home sprays and maybe pair it with a lemon as well and a bit of white vinegar, and that will be really good for antibacterial sprays. Oregano, so this is the destroyer. You might think, oh, I'm not really like that quite powerful smell of the oregano, but that's what it is. It is powerful and it's there for a reason. So I'm so glad that I have oregano, not one that I diffuse regularly, because It's not one that I enjoy the smell of, but I love the properties that it gives me. So this one I will put into a veggie capsule, and this will support a healthy immune system, especially when you're feeling really run down. And just taking that 2 or 3 times a day, and the carvacrol in there is a chemical that helps to get rid of anything that's just lurking. So first sign of something brewing, oregano is there. For the children, you can just apply it to their feet, very heavily diluted, because this is a hot oil and must be diluted for anybody. Again, you can use it as food flavouring, so you don't have to have dried plants dying on your shelf or the dried herbs, and you can just use a toothpick to flavour your foods for you. Again, you can use it in cleaning as well. A really good one for the toilet because it will clean any bad bacteria in there. Next one up is the healer. So this is frankincense. This is known as the king of oils. And this, if you're not sure what oil to use, frankincense will probably help you out. So that we always say, if in doubt, frank it out. And this is perfect for any deterioration of cells. So anything like scar tissue, sunspots. I've used this on my C-section scar, so just massage that and just wash the line. It helps with bad skin. The first time I used frankincense, I applied it onto my feet diluted, and I slept 9 hours from there. And previously, I was up and down with my then nearly 1-year-old, 9 months, 10 months, something like that. But yeah, it's a really good one to apply with your facial creams, under eyes. It's a really lovely one for meditation as well, if you like to do that for relaxation, under the tongue to support every cell in the body. Air. So air is the clearer, and this does what it says. So this does clear your sinuses. It's a little bit more gentle than just peppermint. It's got some peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, and laurel leaf. The ravensara is really, really lovely for like chesty areas, congestion, or you can make your own little shower melts. Put it onto your bridge of your nose for like clearing those sinuses. This is also amazing for snorers. So if you've got a snorer that you sleep with or in your house, you just diffuse this and put it onto their chest with some lavender. This really does help stop the snoring. Also good for before and after exercise. You could just put it onto your chest or just breathe it in before and after. Also a really good one to diffuse with the children. Obviously when they get ill, you can just apply this to their feet or diffuse in their bedrooms. So this is the settler. This is gives so many digestive health benefits. Zengest is one that I take internally a lot, not necessarily diffused. It is ginger, fennel, coriander, cardamom, star anise, caraway, and peppermint. So they combine together to help ease occasional stomach discomfort. You can put it in your water in the morning or whenever you feel like you need to have that support. You can take it on travel. So if you get travel sick, you can apply it to your stomach or breathe it in or just put it onto your wrists or on a passive diffuser bracelet, something like that. You can also take internally. So this helps with like overindulgence, going to the toilet too often or too much. And it is an adaptogen, so it will adapt to what you're going through. So it doesn't matter whether it's too much or too little, it will do both. It just soothes the intestines and just soothes that digestive system for you. So my son has taken this one internally, I dabbed it on my finger, and then he just licked my finger, and then he struggled to go to the toilet, and then after 20 minutes or so, he'll come back and he'll be able to go. It does taste quite strong, but it's nothing too much. Yes, not one that I particularly like myself. I know people will love it. They have it in their water every morning. But for me, I take it in a capsule, and you don't have to taste it. And you still get all the benefits from it, but you just don't have to taste it. So next one is the Protector On Guard. This is what brought me to doTERRA. I wanted something for immune system that was safe for the whole family. So this is cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wild orange. It's very Christmassy and warming, and it really does taste like quite nice and spicy. So really lovely one for cleaning around the house. There's a whole range of On Guard. I really love it as a toothpaste, because I feel like that clove really helps like the tooth strength, and if there's any aching or pain there. This one I used daily alongside one of the kids blends on just feet before school, just to keep that extra support. And one I diffuse every single day throughout winter. I'll put a few drops in the one of the diffusers around the house, and that'll just be diffusing. Also a really good one for hand sanitizers, so you will just spray on your hands as and when needed. Next one up is the Soother. So this is deep blue, and this is Japanese mint, copaiba, bergamot mint, tea tree, blue tansy, Spanish rosemary, star anise, peppermint, eucalyptus, helichrysum, wintergreen, and blue chamomile. Some really prized oils in there. Helichrysum is amazing for healing, and wintergreen is really good for that muscle. So it's all about topical tension. So I've used this countless times on my back. It's amazing for like tension in the head. If you've got wrist complaints, anywhere that you've got complaints from tension, amazing one for Epsom salt baths. Also, I must suggest before exercising or strenuous activity, which I always forget, but before and after is so much more effective. Great one for massaging people with back. This one is not internally, must only be topically, because there's some oils in there that cannot be taken internally. So you can obviously combine the power. So peppermint, lemon, lavender. This one is amazing for seasonal threats. It's got some really powerful oils in there to just support you through that. So you can take it internally in a veggie capsule before you start normally feeling that whatever symptoms that crop up with the seasons changing. Also, you can make rollers and just roll it around your eyes or on your chest, and again diffuse. And then you've got lavender and frankincense. You can combine these 2 to 3 drops each in the diffuser, or taken in a veggie capsule, or even just under the tongue. And then there's air and lavender. So again, this one was really good for like the snoring, peaceful sleep, and clearing that airways. So this is just a little video here on how oregano and tea tree are really powerful. Might have to turn up more volume to read this one, to hear this one. there you go. So that's how amazing these two oils can be. I just thought that was a really good video to sort of display and get into your how those two oils work. So you can combine them even further with this blend here, which is Flume. And if you're not familiar with Flume and you've got oils, you need to make this right now, because this is a game changer. And yeah, so you use all these oils and they combine really well. They smell really lovely together as well. So it's not too much with the oregano. So I make a roller for everybody in the family with these, and you can screenshot this for the recipe and the amounts. But everyone has volume. Everyone has a roller, diluted with coconut oil, and this just applies onto feet, throat, chest, anywhere you're feeling it on your head. And this is the serious immune support bomb, and it never lets me down. And with in veggie cats for adults as well, definitely get on those 2 to 3 times a day. So this is just a little graphic for the price per drop to give you an idea on how much it costs you each time you use them for specific things. So a natural antibiotic that's not going to disrupt your gut, is actually going to help your gut, is 42p. I mean, that's just no brainer, really, isn't it? And then aches and pains, 87p, and then sore throat, 21p, hay fever, sniffles, 58p. There you go. So how to get these oils into your home. So if you've not already started with some oils, you can get them through me, and you have tons of benefits through me as well. And at the moment, if you've watched this recording, I am giving away a free Brave, which is the kids courage blend with the family essentials, which is 157.75. This is all the 10 core oils, both these kits. So the family essentials is 5 ml, and then the home essentials at £281.50. This is 15 ml bottles plus the deep blue, which is always 5 ml. But that also comes with a diffuser. And then I'm giving away Brave with both, but with the home essentials, I'm also going to give away the wild orange, because I think that one is a really good addition to the home essentials. This one's really good for like that anxious feelings. Combines with peppermint really well as well. Great under the tongue, fluid flavoring, that sort of thing. And I would like to share with you juniper berry, which the last few days I am absolutely loving. So I'm going to give away juniper berry with the home essentials kit to anybody that would like it, because my 5-year-old normally sleeps really, really well, but the last few nights he's been up and down, having nightmares, scared to go to sleep. And last night I decided I'm going to diffuse some juniper berry, just 2 drops throughout the night, and he's got a diffuser that comes on 5 minutes, 5 minutes off. And juniper berry is the oil of the night, and he did not get up once. So any fearful feelings, emotions that crop up with children or whoever, juniper berry diffused overnight has just been amazing. And he came to me this morning and said, "Mummy, I had a really good dream." And I said, "Oh, that must be my magic." And he said, "Oh, your potions?" And I said, "Yeah, my oils. I put in juniper berry." And he said, "Why don't you do that every night?" I said, "Well, I will." And so I would like to share juniper berry with anyone that would like the Home Essentials kit. There is a couple of other kits I'd just like to mention. So there is a kids collection that I'll mention there too. So this has more emotional based, but they are simply pre-diluted already, much milder ingredients. So for example, they've got spearmint instead of peppermint. It's a lot gentler. but they're in roller bottles and they're really nice for the kids to use independently. And then there's the Aroma Touch diffused, which is also quite a good selection of oils with carrier oil there and quite a good price. But this one's more massage based, emotion based. But you do have the On Guard there and the tea tree, lavender, and then just a few other oils that support the Aroma Touch. And then you've got all the resources to help you get started. So any kit that you choose, you get all these benefits. So you've got access to so many trainings, resources, further education. And you can get started on making your first roller blends and even your first aid kit. And you get free access to my VIP group, free ebooks, resources, so much that you can access. You won't be just left not knowing what to do. And we have weekly customer Zoom calls, and you can discover more subjects in depth like gut health, menopause, oils for pets, screen cleaning, and these are all live and recorded. You also get a one-to-one with me, so you get an hour, and like we can discuss your personal needs, and you get a welcome pack with some samples for you to try, and you have access to the loyalty rewards program. So when you further make purchases, you get free points, products, and shipping. Every month they do free products, and yes. And then you've got like the On Guard range. There's so many other supplements and things that we haven't discussed. So thank you for being here. And if you need me for any questions, you can just comment down here on YouTube. You can send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, or email. This QR code here is my Facebook group. So this is Nurtured Roots, from overwhelmed to empowered parents. So do join that if you're not already, and you can catch me on any of my handles. That is the end of the webinar. Hope you enjoyed the recording. And I will see you soon.